So if I were to go live now, is it still on Twitch or not? It should be on YouTube now. Want to have a look at Twitch.
Like I'm gonna.
Ordered.
All right, so now I should be able to now I should be streaming on YouTube, and it should be able to be here. Let's see. Mm. And it should be able to be here. Let's see. I'm not sure. Am I now live on YouTube or not? And it should be able to be here. Yeah, I should be live on YouTube now. Let's see. I'm not sure. Am I now live on YouTube or not? And it should be able to be here. Yeah, I should be live on YouTube now. Let's see. Okay. All right. So I guess I'm live. I can't really see anything. Why is that? I'm not seeing myself being live right now for some reason. Okay. Hold on. Now I see it. All right. So I think now it worked out. So I guess I'm live. Okay. I'm going to try out all the I'm going to try out all the Okay. Let's see if everything works out. I'm going to open up something real quick. So you should be able to hear the background music. Alright, that's nice to know. So, yo, what up guys? Alright, so you can hear this. So I want to make sure that I've got everything properly set up. For some reason, it's so weird because the stream chat and all the information that I have, it still tells me that I'm on Twitch for some reason. But it's not, and that's kind of weird. So I want to make sure that I've got everything right. Alright. Hey guys. Alright, that's nice to know. First of all, I'm really happy to have you guys around. So, especially since this is just a test stream, I want to make sure that I've got everything right. And I definitely want to make sure that you can hear me properly and you can hear me using those, like my music program, because it's kind of difficult to set up, but everything should be working now. It worked on Twitch. I'm going to try it now here. Just hold on for a second. Let me close up this. All right. So, hold on. Okay. So this right here is one of those songs that I did. And all right, so I want to see if it's feasible for you to hear my latest song, right? So this is one of those songs that I'm going to upload sooner, like in a few days, 4 to 7 days. And please tell me right away if you can hear this song or not, and if it's loud enough or too quiet, and if the quality is all right. I'd love to know this. So have a listen. All right, so technically you should have been able to hear this, and it should be loud enough and in a proper quality. So if that was the case, then everything's set up, and I can start doing music tutorials and anything similar to this in near future. All right, so waifu can hear this. That's nice to know. That's nice to know, guys. Um, I mean, this is an Arabic song. I did this for a friend of mine who wanted me to do this, and I owed him a favor, so I did this for him. But I think you're not really intrigued or interested in the Arabic part. The second part of the song will be English. I want you to have a listen to this, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about how I did this song. I'm going to do proper songs in my future streams, but as of right now, I'm just wanting to talk about my finished song right now. So have a listen to this and tell me what you think about this.
Her smile, I see her walking down the street. Yeah, these eyes like sunset shining on my cheeks. I see her dress, I can't look away, I feel obsessed. Would love to meet you, but I know there is no chance. Like an illusion, you were there and went away. The sky is changing, but my mind stays the same. Felt like a dream, my life is playing tricks on me. I can't forget you, why do I have this feeling? I need you to stay with me and hold my hand.
So you don't have to be an expert, waifu. I just want to make sure that you can hear this like in a proper quality, that it sounds nice, it's loud enough, and that everything's fine for you to listen to. And if that's the case, then everything should be set up because for me now it should be all right, and everything sounds the way it should, so to speak. But I definitely want to make sure that you can hear this as well. If that's the case, then perfect. I've got everything set up. Alright, that's nice to know. Okay. Perfecto, 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 perfecto. Alright, I'm not really sure about streaming because most people want to listen to music. Most people don't want to. Most people, I think, don't want to understand how to do music. So, I'm going to give it a try. But I'm happy that everything worked out. And I'm going to do tutorials in future then, 100%. And I think I'm going to buy like a small camera for you to see me and see Bella as well. And I can record my piano and record how I use my piano, because there are lots of different things that you can learn when doing music, like music production in general. Alright, I'm not really sure for this now, so I'm going to give it a try, and if everything's fine, if it works out, then perfect. But yeah, I just want to know first. So if Bella and I were to stream, I mean, what would you want the stream to be? So are you fine with that idea of Bella and me doing tutorials, or just doing music and streaming how we do music? Or is there anything else that you have in mind, perhaps? I'm just trying to brainstorm and gather ideas. Perhaps one of you has a better idea than I do.
Den Mordekaiser, den du kennst, gibt's nicht mehr.
Alright, let's see. Everything should be fine now. Hey, Enigma. Nice to see you here, buddy. Ahmed, you have to send me the link again. I didn't copy the link, so I lost it. Send me the link and I'm going to have a look, listen at Fallen Stars. Hey Crystal, nice to have you around here as well. So again, for Enigma and Crystal, just so you know, it doesn't let you. Ahmed, if it doesn't let you here, just do following, alright? I'm going to see if there's anything else I can do in future to allow like links and stuff. But if you want to, just go to my contact page on our website, mlmmusic.com, and just write down the message real quick with the link. You just put up a random name, email, and subject. So it's just SoundCloud. Okay. What do you speak, Enigma? What kind of language do you speak? Are you perhaps German? Or anything else? Alright, so this is it, I think, right? All right, so I can tell you what I think about this, and I'm going to try to be as honest as possible. So the song is quite nice. It is a specific variation of Megalovania, especially the intro. Um, let's see. Let's see. Let me just make sure that I can play this on the piano right now. Hold on. All right. So I've cleared the mastering. Um. So this is the melody that they played. Let me try to replay it a little bit. So this is the main melody that played there. Honestly, it's not that difficult. It seems like a variation of Megalovania, but they just switched up a few notes, and the part where the piano plays like it feels like an improvisation or a piano solo. The part of the piano solo is quite nice. I really like it. So it's a nice song. Perhaps I'm going to have a proper look at it or proper listen at it later on, and um, I could try to make my own version of it. But as of right now, it's not really difficult. Let me just there's always like a delay. Hmm. So that is the main melody. I just played it like out of my head. I just improvised a little bit, but it's a nice melody. I can definitely work with that, and perhaps in future I make my own version of it with a proper solo and stuff like that. So that's definitely a nice song. I'm going to keep it in mind, Ahmed. Mm. I'm thinking, you know what? I'm thinking about putting the song a little bit, or like a small version of it to guest as judgment to um it should be quite nice, shouldn't it? Mm, I could make this Fallen Star song and making a little bit about making it a little bit more melancholic, you know. So I could start with a let's say yeah, no, this is just a small brainstorming, so to speak, right? So I'm not sure, but what program you made for the music? So this one right here is Cubase. I'm going to write it down for you. Cubase Pro, or I think it's Cubase 10 Pro. In the end, you can basically use whatever song or whatever program you want to do, right? So you can do every single song that you like and every single thing with any program. Yeah? So there are other programs like Fruit Loops. Hold on, I'm going to write it down. Fruit Loops, Nuendo, what was it? Why am I forgetting all the names? Fruit Loops, Nuendo, and Sonar, etc. So these are all programs that you can use as well. But I mean, it kind of depends on what you want to do, right? So these are a little bit more expensive. So I bought the program, so Cubase Pro 10. I bought Cubase 8, and it costs like $400-$500. But I'm updating it every few years once the new version comes out. So it's quite expensive, but it's a professional program to use. But if you don't have the budget to get Cubase, you can use this one, Magic's Music Maker. So Magic's Music Maker, that was actually one of the first music programs that I used myself. And it's quite cheap. It's not that expensive. I think it's about like $50. I'm not really sure because I haven't bought it for quite some time, but it's around $50, right? And that's quite nice because with Magic's Music Maker, you can learn a lot about simple music production. And once you learned a little bit, once you're better, once you learn a lot of things about like mixing, mastering, stuff like that, then you can buy a professional program, right? No problem, Enigma. So I recommend you have a look at Magic's Music Maker first, because it's simple, it's easier to understand, and it would be better for you to start with Magic's Music Maker. Because if you use Cubase, for example, so if you use Cubase, it's quite hard and difficult to understand how everything works, right? So if I were to go and use the MIDI files, there are lots of different things that you can do with MIDI files, with modulation, pitch, bend rate, and things like that. There are a lot of things with the mixer itself, right? Using all those plugins and all these different things. Then you can open up everything right here. These are the racks and programs. So it's a lot of input. And with Magic's Music Maker, right? So with Magic's, you can learn everything like slowly but surely. Okay? It's not free, unfortunately. It's like $50, I think. $50 to $100. But there are always ways of getting those programs the way you want them to. I'm not talking about cracks. I'm talking about other things. I'm not really sure. Everyone's got their own way of getting those programs. But it's quite cheap. So if you want to buy it, feel free to do this. It's the easiest way of doing it. So let me get rid of this right now. No problem. Everything's fine. I want to have a proper look at Fallen Stars again. Let's see. Let me open up a nice piano sound. So I open up one of those programs that I use. Contact 5 is one of the nicest ones to use. So this is one of those piano sounds that I'm going to use, right? Let's have a listen to it. Let me see. All always have this small delay. It's quite difficult to play with that delay. Let's change the driver. I'm not sure. Can you hear this? No, you can't, I think. Hold on, let's see. Audio connections. Right, just 3 and 4. Seven and 8 and 1 and 2. So now. Can you hear this? Huh. I can't hear this now myself. Okay, let me just open up Cubase real quick again. For some reason I cannot hear this. It's quite weird. It's always so hard to understand all these things. Yeah, perhaps you were able to hear this, but for some reason I couldn't hear this. I'm not sure why. So now let's see audio connections. So this should be 7 and 8. Okay. So now let's open it up again and see how it works out. So Alicia's Keys, it's one of those piano sounds that I like most, right? So there are a lot of different, I personally like the Maverick. It's got one of those vintage sounds. So I can't hear this. Why? Video setup. Let me switch it again. No. For some reason, it doesn't want to work now. Yeah, I'm going to try it again. I'm going to open up a project that I already did. I'm going to see if it works with the other project now. Alright, let's see. I think it doesn't want to work. Let me switch again. But I'm not really sure why. Let's see, those are again not connected for some reason. This is not connected again. I'm really confused now. I'm not sure. So if you can hear this, then everything should be fine and set up with you. But for some reason, nothing comes back to me. So let's just open up a new project. Alright, let's see now. So this the file is on. But it doesn't play it. Let's open up a different sound file and see if that works. No, it doesn't want to. Everything is set up. Everything should work properly. For some reason it doesn't. So now you should be able to hear this, I think. Let's see. No. No, it doesn't work for now. I mean, that's the problem with using like those music programs. They got their own outputs, and when trying to stream it, for some reason it just doesn't want to work. It's so funny that a few minutes ago it did work. I didn't change anything, but for some reason it stopped working. So it's so weird. So now these are not connected again. And this is not connected again. Okay, now it should work, I think. Hold on. Let's see. Change this to 512. Okay, I think it works now. All right. Yeah, no worries. No need to apologize. Anu, have a great night then. And yeah, hopefully we see each other again sooner or later. But have a great night, buddy. I'm going to have a look. Yeah, so for some reason, I think you should be able to hear the piano sound, but for me, when I play it, there's a small delay of a few seconds in there, so I can't play it properly. It doesn't register the sound the way it should register it. So I'm going to try to change the samples again, and hopefully it works now. Let's see. If I were to close up Cubase now, one last try. Let's hope that it works. Alright, so now it doesn't work again. I think I understand why that's the case, but I have to make sure that it doesn't happen again once I start properly streaming. Yeah, I definitely have to make sure that it doesn't happen again in future. Alright, so as of right now, this is going to be my final test stream. And now I have an idea when this music works and when it doesn't work. And I want to make sure that in future, once I start properly streaming, that everything's fine and set up the way it should. So as of right now, I think I'm going to go offline, and I'm going to sleep a little bit now as well. So I hope it was fine for you, and I hope you liked to talk to me a little bit and listen to me trying to figure out how this thing works. Yeah, I'm going to wish all of you a great night. Take care and sleep well. And we are going to see each other in a few days. So, alright. Cheers.